Today I wanted to dive into the 8 habits of highly productive business owners. Now, if you're struggling to be productive, I'm hoping that by implementing these strategies, you'll not only move yourself forward, but it will be sustainable because you're going to put the right habits and systems in place. Okay, number one of the most important, if not the most important, planning. Business owners who are very productive plan like they're being paid to plan. They will spend time planning their day, their week, their month, their year. Planning is so important. I believe it was Brian Tracy that said for every 10 minutes you spend planning, you save yourself an extra 20 minutes of work. Something like that, right? So you plan well, and it's going to save you a bunch of time moving forward. Okay, I think it was even something like if you plan for 15 minutes, you save yourself 2 hours. Like some crazy stats in that. Either way, you need a plan, all right? Planning is very, very important. So what I would suggest you to do if you're not already doing this, right? We've got our eLifestyle daily system, but there's lots of daily systems out there. Do something daily so you've got a plan and structure in place. So you're not waking up and you don't know what to do, but instead you've got a plan that's very, very easy for you to implement and start to move forward. Next, we've got prioritize. So what does prioritize mean? Very simple. You need to prioritize what you're doing each day. And even more importantly than this, right, is to have those overarching quarterly priorities. Some of the most successful business owners that I know don't have a yearly goal. They know where they're going, but what they do is they have 4 mini goals in a year. That is going to be game changing for you. Because what will happen is you'll suddenly be incredibly productive. This is what I do. I break my year down into those 3-month sprints, and I get so much done in those 3-month period of time because I've got a clear focus. I know where I'm going, and I get done what's need to be done, right? So it's the same for you. You want to make sure that you split it out, prioritize, and know what you're working on, because that way you've got that focus, it's directed, and you're moving forward in a great way as opposed to juggling, is this important, is this not important, and really not being sure. So next, systemize. I've been doing this so much more recently for my team. And what I've been doing, and I've been systemizing all the different tasks that are very, very important in the business for them to be able to manage. So whether this is content management, whether this is getting stuff designed, like I don't want to send stuff to the designer, I want my team to send it. And this is where you start to systemize. What do they need to do? And you do it step by step, you get those systems. And having those systems and automations in place make life so much easier. You don't want to repeating the same thing, but instead having that system, getting it done, getting it out there, and moving it forward. Like that is so much more sustainable. So make sure that you have those systems, you're putting it out there, and you're starting to move things forward very, very sustainably, because that's going to help you the most. Having those systems, shifting it forward and making it work. It'll be game changing for your productivity, because instead of you repeating things, suddenly you have a system and then it's done. Next, outsource. Outsourcing is so important, whether you're a solopreneur who's kind of just getting started and you're trying to figure out some stuff, or if you're head of an organization, you've got a PA and you're thinking, what else can I outsource? Outsourcing is going to be key. And this is where you get other people to do different things for you, whether it's website design, graphic design, lead gen, whatever those elements are for you that are important right now, make sure that you start to outsource that and bring out that habit. What can I outsource this month? What can I do differently? How can I free up my time? Questions are very powerful when it comes to implementing some of these elements to really help you move forward. So you want to have that habit of outsourcing as opposed to doing it yourself. It'll be game changing for your productivity. Next, focus. So I've worked with enough business owners to know that there are a variety of different business owners out there, and they all focus in different ways. Let me share some examples, and perhaps you can choose the one that you think is right for you. Some business owners like to focus on an element a day. This is client day, this is marketing day, this is sales day, this is team day, this is leadership day, development day, whatever it is. So they split their days into different segments. Other entrepreneurs like to do time blocks. I block, and they block all those different things. It's very easy for them. Other people, they look at their calendar, it's literally like Tetris, right? They've got tiny little things and they know exactly what they're doing everywhere, but they know what they're focusing on. The key throughout all of this is they have a singular focus. Multitasking is a thing of the past. We know it doesn't exist. right? You're constantly switching your mind from those different things. It's much better to have a clear focus, know where you're going, get it done, and actually move things forward. Next, a morning routine. I'm a huge fan of morning routines. I've done loads of different morning routines videos. So I recommend maybe checking them out, seeing those different elements. But some of the core 4 strategies that I always include in a morning routine to set yourself up is gratitude, right? Very, very important to move you into abundance and not to scarcity. Next, visualization. Visualizing what you want to be able to do in the future. Exercise, moving your body helps you move your mind. Last thing is conditioning your identity, right? Conditioning who you want to be in the future, figuring out what are those elements you want to implement. It's one of the strategies that allows our clients to do something very quickly in less than 10 minutes and allows them to be sustainable for months, years at a time because they have some system that they constantly do each day. That morning routine sets you up for success. It puts you in a great state. Make sure that you've got that in place. Otherwise, it's going to be easy for you to fall off track. Next, follow the 80-20 rule, Pareto. Right, Pareto principle, 80% of what you do can create 20% of results, or focus on the 20% that creates 80% of the results. Right, 20% of your clients probably give you 80% of the stress, right? It's very important that as an entrepreneur, if you're going to be very productive, you focus on the 20 that's going to shift your business 80% moving forward. That's how you really step your business up to a new level. You really start to make those shifts. You want to keep moving forward, get that 80% going, and it'll shift you to a new level. So make sure that you are sustainably moving that forward and really making it happen. The last one, number 8, rest, chill out, or relax. Now you're probably thinking this is a little bit counterintuitive here, but I'm here to get shit done. I've been relaxing too much. Bear with me. If you start doing this first 7, right, and you're being productive, you're getting stuff done, you have to rest. You have to reset, right? There are so many different stories of athletes who literally take a 3-month break, come back, and they're the best they've ever been. Why? Because their body has been able to relax, right? We want to make sure that we give ourselves a break, that we relax, that we don't constantly put pressure on it because it's going to stop you moving forward. So make sure that at least 1 day a week you have relaxing time. I always recommend taking a mini holiday every 3 months or so. I love it now. It's one of my favorite things to do. Why? Because I know I'm going to have a burst for 12 weeks. I'm going to work. I'm going to do what I need to do. And then I'm going to chill out. And of course, I'm not going to work 12 weeks straight. I've got breaks in between. But knowing that's mini breaks at the end, got that holiday, that is game changing. So make sure that you have that in place as well. So I hope you enjoyed these 8 different habits of highly productive people. Let me know if there was a 9th, what that 9th would be. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next one.